Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Well, what do we ask about players in this league? We ask them to improve from year to year, and Josh Allen did exactly that from his rookie year to year number 2. Doubled his touchdown passes from 10 to 20. One of the better running quarterbacks in the league, had 9 touchdown runs. That gives him 17 in his first 2 seasons. This guy gets better and better and absolutely loves the game of football.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 7 from the 20. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17
That certainly has to
yards.
feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get into ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there in their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And taken right on to 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens will take over. The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his 3rd season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both the passer and the leader. His team believes in him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
He can run for it, and he will. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Down by Micah.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Gain of 5 brings up second.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 30 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings
On second and 9. Allen.
At the 20.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Tyler Bass.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10. At their own 23.
Baltimore Ravens now 4-1 in 2020. They get the relatively easy win over Cincy Week 5, 27-3. The 4th straight time they've beaten their AFC North rivals. And the Ravens getting their first look at Joe Burrow, and really they were the first one to totally tamp him down, holding him without a touchdown. And what is that you told me, Charles, the 5th time that a reigning MVP had taken on last year's #1 pick?
Yeah, like the previous 4 times, the MVP came out on top. In this game, going into it, when you looked at those two playing against each other, it was almost like professional wrestling, belt versus belt, wasn't it? Think of the hardware both of them have in their homes that they have accumulated during their time. Not just reigning MVP versus #1 overall pick, but both former Heisman winners going head-to-head. You name it, that matchup had it. And now we got to take a look at what Baltimore has coming up. They go to Philadelphia, a short road trip next week before they get their open week in Week 7. And right now, this schedule's really good for Baltimore in terms of travel. I don't think they get on a plane for like the next 30 days or 40 days or so. So that's really a built-in advantage in a really tough season.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Ingram, the ball
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
20-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
No gain on the play.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Matt Milano in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down.
Fourth down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in.
Ravens 10. Bills.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Well, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's the end result right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still second down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
Lining up for the extra point.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to go deep for Beasley. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. The Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by pass is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kick.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts
Taken down
as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
6-yard line.
He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Allen from the gun on third down. And that's complete to Croft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
To Stephon Diggs.
Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an auto play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football at the back?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Oliver able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. First and goal with Lamar Jackson leading the charge, the 23-year-old quarterback. And if they find the end zone here, they'll reach that number 23 on the scoreboard. Here's Jackson to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
It's now
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mike, 49. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 49.
Third and goal, Jackson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he said, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
SOS. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go deep, tight.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Brown, the lone receiver, left. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Jackson for the shotgun. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Matt Milano. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal for a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A twist here in the third quarter.
at the 5-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Allen forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen being chased out left. Onside caught by Diggs. And he's out right at the 25.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Room here to run. And he works free. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Come on now, let's do it.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you're getting the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Well, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got the infield a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack him here.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everything was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory right now.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They played the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
That's good.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Then again, it's Ingram. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works and clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll look to run with Ingram. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays, but they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Allen and the Bills now down by 2 touchdowns, 2:13 remaining. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
Pass for the extra point.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. That 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good for a Baltimore.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
J.K. Dobbins.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Tonight's
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.